night, when the moon glowed brighter than ever, deep within the ancient forest, a child was born, a child unlike any other. His birth was foretold in whispers among celestial beings. He would be a warrior of unmatched strength, one who could change the fate of the greatest battle the world would ever witness. His name was Barbarika. As his mother Maui held him close, a divine aura surrounded the infant. It was as if the heavens had blessed him with a destiny greater than any mortal could fathom. For above, unseen to the human eye, Lord Shiva watched in silence, his presence a silent blessing upon the newborn. As the years passed, Barbarika grew into a warrior of incredible skill. Under the guidance of his father, the mighty Ghatotkacha, he learned the art of warfare. His hands could wield a bow with precision no mortal could match. His arrows never missed their mark, and his strength was beyond compare. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Ghatotkacha stood beside his son, gazing into the distance. There was pride in his eyes, but also concern.
My son, great power is a double edged sword. A warrior who fights with absolute strength will one day be forced to choose between righteousness and destruction.
Barbarika only smiled. His heart was filled with the fire of youth, unaware that fate had already begun weaving the threads of his story. Seeking to become even stronger, Barbarika journeyed deep into the Himalayas, where the air itself seemed to hum with the divine energy. There he meditated with unwavering devotion until Lord Shiva himself appeared before him. The destroyer of worlds looked upon the young warrior and, moved by his dedication, granted him a boon, a set of three divine arrows, glowing with an otherworldly light.
These arrows will make you invincible. With a single thought, they will strike down all who stand before you. But remember, power comes with a price.
Barbarika had been given a weapon that no force in the universe could withstand. But as he held the arrows in his hands, destiny had already begun guiding him towards a battlefield where his power would be tested like never before. Riding upon his mystical blue horse, Barbarika galloped towards the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Before him stretched a vast land where the greatest war of all times was about to begin. On one side stood the mighty Pandavas, warriors of Dharma. On the other, the Kauravas, fierce and unyielding. The ground trembled under the weight of the countless soldiers. Barbarika had sworn an oath to always fight for the weaker side. But on a battlefield where the tides of power shifted with every moment, whom would he fight for? As he pondered his fate, an old Brahmin appeared before him, his eyes filled with a wisdom and seemed beyond human.
Tell me, young warrior, with such power in your hands, how will you decide who the weaker side truly is?
The Brahmin, who was none other than Lord Krishna in disguise, smiled as he tested Barbarika's abilities. He plucked a single leaf from a tree and let it fall to the ground. Without hesitation, Barbarika released one of his divine arrows. In an instant, the arrow marked not just that leaf, but every leaf in the entire forest. The air itself trembled with the sheer force of his power. Krishna lifted his foot, and beneath it lay a single untouched leaf. Barbarika's heart pounded as he realized the truth. His arrows would leave no survivors. No matter which side he chose, both armies would be destroyed.
You are too powerful for this world, young warrior. If you enter this war, there will be no victor. The balance of fate will be broken.
In those words, Krishna revealed his true divine form, Vishwarupa, the cosmic being of infinite universes. The sky split apart, revealing an endless sea of stars, planets, and time itself bending before the Supreme Being. Barbarika, now understanding the burden of his power, knelt before Krishna.
If my strength will disrupt the course of destiny, then I surrender myself to you, O Lord.
Krishna, knowing the depth of the young warrior's sacrifice, raised his divine Sudarshana Chakra. With one swift motion, Barbarika's head was severed, yet his soul remained bound to this world. Placed upon a sacred pedestal above the battlefield, Barbarika's severed head did not perish. Instead, it watched as the war unfolded, the clash of swords, the fall of mighty warriors, the rise of Dharma. His eyes, once filled with the fire of battle, now held the wisdom of the universe itself. Barbarika, the warrior who could have destroyed everything, instead became the silent witness of history's greatest war. After the war ended, Krishna, moved by Barbarika's devotion and sacrifice, granted him a divine boon. He would be worshipped for eternity as Khatu Shyam Ji, the god of sacrifice, compassion, and truth. Today, his name is whispered in prayer. His story, once nearly forgotten, lives on in the sacred temples of Khatu, where millions seek his blessings. From a warrior destined for destruction to a god of divine grace, Barbarika's journey was one of transformation and of ultimate wisdom. Legends fade, but their wisdom remains. If you found Barbarika's untold story fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Gem Island, where ancient tales come to life.